Are you struggling to pass your theory test first time? Then you're at the right place. Welcome to the Driving Theory Test UK, your trusted source for DVSA-style practice questions, hazard perception training, road signs, and expert tips to help you pass with confidence. We break down tricky topics into simple, easy-to-follow videos so you can learn faster and smarter. Bullseye, whether your test is weeks away or just around the corner, we're here to support you every step of the way. Subscribe now and join thousands of learners who've passed their test with our help.
Question 1. When are you allowed to wait on the yellow grid markings? A. Never. B. When you are going straight on. C. When you are turning left. D. When you are turning right. D. When you are turning right. Question 2. Why did the lorry driver start turning so late? A. Because the lorry set off too fast. B. Because the lorry needs the room to turn. C. Because the driver was late checking their right mirror. D. Because the driver was making room for the cyclist. B. Because the lorry needs the room to turn. Question 3. When may you wait in the area marked with a cycle? A. When you've checked your mirrors for cyclists. B. When there are no cycles in the marked area. C. When you've turned on your hazard warning lights. D. When the traffic lights change to amber after you've passed the first line. D. When the traffic lights change to amber after you've passed the first line. Question 4. Why are these yellow lines painted across the road? A. To make you aware of your speed. B. To help you keep the correct separation distance. C. To tell you the distance to the roundabout. D. To help you choose the correct lane. A. To make you aware of your speed. Question 5. What type of vehicle could you expect to meet in the middle of the road? A. Car. B. Bicycle. C. Lorry. D. Motorcycle. C. Lorry. Question 6. You're approaching a zebra crossing. What should you do if pedestrians are waiting to cross? A. Use your headlights to indicate they can cross. B. Wave at them to cross the road. C. Give way to older and infirm people only. D. Slow down and prepare to stop. D. Slow down and prepare to stop. Question 7. You need glasses to read a vehicle number plate at the required distance. When must you wear them? A. Only at night time. B. Whenever you're driving. C. When you think it's necessary. D. Only in bad weather conditions. B. Whenever you're driving. Question 8. When may you stop on an urban clearway? A. To ask for directions. B. To use a mobile telephone. C. To set down and pick up passengers. D. To load or unload goods. C. To set down and pick up passengers. Question 9. When do windscreen pillars cause a serious obstruction to your view? A. When you're approaching bends and junctions. B. When you're approaching a one-way street. C. When you're driving on a motorway. D. When you're driving on a dual carriageway. A. When you're approaching bends and junctions. Question 10. The road outside this school is marked with yellow zigzag lines. What do these lines mean? A. You may park on the lines when picking up schoolchildren. B. You may park on the lines when dropping off schoolchildren. C. You must stay with your vehicle if you park here. D. You shouldn't wait or park your vehicle here. D. You shouldn't wait or park your vehicle here. Question 11. Who is authorized to signal you to stop? A. A bus driver. B. A motorcyclist. C. A police officer. D. A pedestrian. C. A police officer. Question 12. Which type of sign tells you what you must not do? B. Question 13. What does this sign mean? A. Clearway, no stopping. B. Cars and motorcycles only. C. No motor vehicles. D. No overtaking. C. No motor vehicles. Question 14. Where would you see a contraflow bus lane? A. On a one-way street. B. On an urban motorway. C. On a dual carriageway. D. On a roundabout. A. On a one-way street. Question 15. What does this traffic sign mean? A. Slippery road ahead. B. Danger ahead. C. Tires liable to punctures ahead. D. Service area ahead. B. Danger ahead.
Hi there. I hope this video helps you prepare for your UK driving theory test. If you find it useful, please consider subscribing to our channel and don't forget to turn on the bell notification so you never miss an update. Also, drop your score in the comments, we'd love to hear how you're doing. Now, let's jump back into the video.
Question 16. What does this sign mean? A. Change to the left-hand lane. B. One-way street. C. Leave at the next exit. D. Contraflow system. D. Contraflow system. Question 17. At traffic lights, what does it mean when the amber light shows on its own? A. Go if the way is clear. B. Stop at the stop line. C. Prepare to go. D. Go if no pedestrians are crossing. B. Stop at the stop line. Question 18. What does this road marking mean? A. You're approaching a hazard. B. No overtaking allowed. C. Don't cross the line. D. No stopping allowed. A. You're approaching a hazard. Question 19. How will a police officer in a patrol vehicle signal for you to stop? A. Flash the headlights, indicate left and point to the left. B. Use the siren, overtake, cut in front and stop. C. Pull alongside you, use the siren and wave you to stop. D. Overtake and give a slowing down arm signal. A. Flash the headlights, indicate left and point to the left. Question 20. Where can you find reflective amber studs on a motorway? A. On the left-hand edge of the road. B. Separating the lanes. C. On the right-hand edge of the road. D. Separating the slip road from the motorway. C. On the right-hand edge of the road. Question 21. What does this sign mean? A. Direction to park and ride car park. B. Direction to bus and coach park. C. Parking area for cars and coaches. D. No parking for buses or coaches. A. Direction to park and ride car park. Question 22. Why should you test your brakes after this hazard? A. You'll have just crossed a long bridge. B. Your brakes will be wet. C. You'll be going down a long hill. D. You'll be on a slippery road. B. Your brakes will be wet. Question 23. You're traveling on a motorway in England. When must you stop your vehicle? A. When signaled to stop by a driver who has broken down. B. When signaled to stop by a roadwork supervisor. C. When signaled to stop by a traffic officer. D. When signaled to stop by a pedestrian on the hard shoulder. C. When signaled to stop by a traffic officer. Question 24. Who may use toucan crossings? A. Motorcyclists and cyclists. B. Cyclists and pedestrians. C. Motorcyclists and pedestrians. D. Only cyclists. B. cyclists and pedestrians. Question 25. Which sign means there will be two-way traffic crossing your route ahead? C. Question 26. You're in a line of traffic. What action should you take if the driver behind is following very closely? A. Move over to a position just left of the center line of the road. B. Ignore the driver behind and continue to travel within the speed limit. C. Signal left and wave the driver behind to come past. D. Slow down, gradually increasing the gap between you and the vehicle in front. D. Slow down, gradually increasing the gap between you and the vehicle in front. Question 27. What hazard should you be aware of when traveling along this street? A. Large goods vehicles. B. Glare from the sun. C. Lack of road markings. D. Children running out between vehicles. D. Children running out between vehicles. Question 28. Which vehicles are prohibited from using the motorway? A. Powered mobility scooters. B. Cars with automatic transmission. C. Double-deck buses. D. Motorcycles over 50 cubic centimeters. A. Powered mobility scooters. Question 29. You see this amber traffic light ahead. Which light, or lights, will come on next? A. Green and amber together. B. Red and amber together. C. Green alone. D. Red alone. D. Red alone. Question 30. What does this sign mean? A. Low bridge. B. Hump bridge. C. Uneven road. D. Traffic calming hump. B. Hump bridge.
Hi there. I hope this video helps you prepare for your UK driving theory test. If you find it useful, please consider subscribing to our channel and don't forget to turn on the bell notification so you never miss an update. Also, drop your score in the comments, we'd love to hear how you're doing. Now, let's jump back into the video.
Question 31. What does this sign mean? A. End of motorway. B. Free recovery ends. C. End of restriction. D. Lane ends ahead. C. End of restriction. Question 32. When should tire pressures be checked? A. After traveling at high speed. B. When tires are cold. C. When tires are hot. D. After any lengthy journey. B. When tires are cold. Question 33. How should you dispose of a used vehicle battery? A. Take it to a local authority disposal site. B. Bury it in your garden. C. Leave it on wasteland. D. Put it in the dustbin. A. Take it to a local authority disposal site. Question 34. What's most likely to increase fuel consumption? A. Poor steering control. B. Accelerating around bends. C. Staying in high gears. D. Harsh braking and accelerating. D. Harsh braking and accelerating. Question 35. You're approaching a crossroads. What should you do if the traffic lights have failed? A. Brake sharply to a stop before looking. B. Be prepared to stop for any traffic. C. Be prepared to brake sharply to a stop. D. Brake and stop only for large vehicles. B. Be prepared to stop for any traffic. Question 36. Which sign means turn left ahead? D. Question 37. At an incident, a casualty is unconscious but breathing. When should you move them? A. When bystanders tell you to move them. B. When bystanders offer to help you. C. When an ambulance is on its way. D. When there's a risk of further danger. D. When there's a risk of further danger. Question 38. What does it mean if this light comes on while you're driving? A. The engine oil is low. B. A rear light has failed. C. Your seatbelt isn't fastened. D. A fault in the braking system. D. A fault in the braking system. Question 39. You're about to start a journey in freezing weather. What part of your vehicle should you clear of ice and snow? A. The bumper. B. The boot. C. The windows. D. The aerial. C. The windows. Question 40. You're driving in fog. Why should you keep well back from the vehicle in front? A. In case its brake lights dazzle you. B. In case it stops suddenly. C. In case it changes direction suddenly. D. In case its fog lights dazzle you. B. In case it stops suddenly. Question 41. When should you use the left-hand lane of a motorway? A. When the road ahead is clear. B. When your vehicle breaks down. C. When you're making a phone call. D. when you're overtaking slower traffic in the other lanes. A. When the road ahead is clear. Question 42. You're driving a vehicle that has anti-lock brakes. How should you apply the foot brake when you need to stop in an emergency? A. Rapidly and gently. B. Rapidly and firmly. C. Slowly and gently. D. Slowly but firmly. B. Rapidly and firmly. Question 43. Why should you switch off your rear fog lights when the fog has cleared? A. To stop the engine losing power. B. To stop draining the battery. C. To allow your headlights to work. D. To prevent dazzling drivers behind. D. To prevent dazzling drivers behind. Question 44. You're driving on a wet road. What should you do if you have to stop your vehicle in an emergency? A. Apply the parking brake and foot brake together. B. Keep both hands on the steering wheel. C. Select reverse gear. D. Give an arm signal. B. Keep both hands on the steering wheel. Question 45. What's the safest thing to do if you have to leave valuables in your car? A. Park near a school entrance. B. Lock them out of sight. C. Park near a bus stop. D. Put them in a carrier bag. B. Lock them out of sight.
Hi there. I hope this video helps you prepare for your UK driving theory test. If you find it useful, please consider subscribing to our channel and don't forget to turn on the bell notification so you never miss an update. Also, drop your score in the comments, we'd love to hear how you're doing. Now, let's jump back into the video.
Question 46. Where would you see this sign? A. On the rear of a school bus or coach. B. At playground areas. C. At the side of the road. D. In the window of a car taking children to school. A. On the rear of a school bus or coach. Question 47. Which vehicles should use the left-hand lane on a 3-lane motorway? A. Emergency vehicles only. B. Slow vehicles only. C. Any vehicle that isn't overtaking. D. Large vehicles only. C. Any vehicle that isn't overtaking. Question 48. Your vehicle breaks down on a motorway and you need to call for help. Why might it be better to use an emergency roadside telephone rather than a mobile phone? A. It connects you to a local garage. B. It allows easy location by the emergency services. C. Using a mobile phone will distract other drivers. D. Mobile phones don't work on motorways. B. It allows easy location by the emergency services. Question 49. When should you use the right-hand lane of a 3-lane dual carriageway? A. When you're overtaking only. B. When you're overtaking or turning right. C. When you're using cruise control. D. When you're turning right only. B. When you're overtaking or turning right. Question 50. Where may you overtake on a one-way street? A. Overtaking isn't allowed. B. Only on the left-hand side. C. On either the right or the left. D. Only on the right-hand side. C. On either the right or the left.